Yesterday, a potential PR disaster started unfolding as it often does, unsurprisingly, on Tumblr, where a Tumblr user by the name of Relin Devath posted the following. Well, I am a bit shocked. July 19, 2020, I posted this fan art with Sotha, Vivek, and Almalexia. Now, I see my very version in the ESO crown skin pictured here. It's, well, strange. I really did a lot of work. Now, the Elder Scrolls Online skin. Should they, well, say to me something, hello, or we'll sell your art as an in-game skin. You are so wonderful, Rilan Devath. Come and get your nothing at all. You are welcome. Kisses. Hehehe, meh. IFPSD, referring to the files, and all proves the art is mine. But what should I do? Just yell in anger, I think. Now, as Rilan took to Twitter as well, other artists from both Tumblr and Twitter quickly spread word, such as Sphinx7, who posted an informative thread pointing out the incredibly suspicious and blatant copy pasta of Rilan Devath's art that was used for a skin cosmetic that only, by the way, came from the Crown Crates from the Crown store. Hello, Tess Online, could you elaborate on using fan art without the artist's permission as a paid asset in your game? Link to the original post in the replies below, and confirmation from the artist they have not yet been contacted, even less credited. And Sphinx7 did a wonderful job here of pointing out exactly which parts of the skin were the exact parts of the fan artist artwork. And as you can see, some of the imagery is flipped upside down, or reversed, or just kind of put in parallel to next to one another, or wrapped around the arm, and so forth. And of course, on the front of the body, it's going to be an addition, I believe, from the whoever put this in the game, the Morrowind, essentially the tribunal symbol or logo of Morrowind. And that's pretty much it, as you can see from this picture here. And the original artwork, it's a little bizarre, as Rilan Devath points out, that this is called the Mercymother's body art. Despite him depicting Sotha Sil in his artwork, they use Sotha Sil for what's called the Mercymother's body art, not Almalexia, who is depicted here on the right. Of course, shocked comments, retweets, and such occurred to the point that the post from Sphinx7 got almost 3,000 likes and 664 retweets as of now, as of this posting this video. And of course, there's a lot of people who are rather aghast and shocked that this happened. And as Twitter took off, the ESO subreddit took off. And that has skyrocketed over 6,000 upvotes. And there's a bunch of comments on that as well. Furthermore, as this unfolding saga occurred, people took to the official ESO forums, and then the ESOU Discord, faster than ESO mathematicians figuring out a theorem when Fangrush put up a dollar bill next to his face. Also, shout out to NephusQS for telling me I should put a surprised face the thumbnail. The original tweet by the artist, Relan, basically reposted what he said on Tumblr, and that too got over 1,300 likes and quite a lot of views and impressions on the tweet itself. Legally, despite what a lot of people were calling for in the subreddit, or will potentially call for in the YouTube comments down below, legally, it can be quite a gray area as far as fan art, derivatives, and original intellectual property go, as both the IP and also the work of the artist can be recognized simultaneously depending on the state or regional laws, and then there's other complications that can arise from the court proceedings themselves. And of course, the whole thing of a company versus individual is probably not something best to tackle on financially. But ethically, it's certainly black and white. An artist who did put their time and work into creating an art that, while based on an existing universe or some sort of idea, not even getting credit, while a corporation puts their work, whether intentionally or unintentionally, into what is essentially gambling to make profits without giving credit or some sort of compensation, sentimental or not, valuable or not, to the original artist is quite bad. And the fact that to outside onlookers, without much knowledge of how everything works behind the scenes, where the corporation did not even bother checking if the art was something created or not by them, looks quite bad, no matter how you put it. So, thousands of posts, retweets, and likes, and so on later, finally on Monday, today, the Elder Scrolls Online or ZeniMax Online Studios and ZeniMax Media responded, "We are aware of the situation with the ESO fan artist. It was never our intention to include any community fan art without proper credit. We are in contact with the artist and will work with them to make sure that there is a proper resolution." Nilandia also confirmed this on his Twitter, or his or her Twitter. "Oh, thank you all for your support. It means a lot for a little artist. Elder Scrolls has a brilliant community." So, updates. Tesso team wrote to me saying they are currently looking into this and hope to have an update for you as quickly as possible. Okay, let's wait. So, I am really glad personally that the artist was helped by pretty much everybody in the community, whether it was Reddit, Twitter, Tumblr, wherever else, forums, Discords, to bring this to attention, because obviously, again, as my personal opinion, ethically, it's just not a good look. And of course, this isn't really the first time, by the way, that artist from the Elder Scrolls fandom has pointed out that there's been, at best, an exchange of ideas between the fandom and the Elder Scrolls developers in general through art as a medium, and at worst, a blatant too-on-the-nose inspiration from fan art for official game development of models and other art assets. So, here's a post by Powerful Wizard on Tumblr also saying, "ESO takes a lot from fan art, fan mods, and fan fiction. I don't think it's unreasonable to want recognitions for that. Hell, the Elsewhere DLC blatantly took concepts from the Elsewhere Anakin mod from Oblivion, like Elsewhere having Minotaurs and Glyptodons." As you can see here, this is the ESO art, and this is the mod art. And I guess it kind of lists some more examples here in image form. The Stonefalls region in Old Ebonheart were made up by the Tamra Rebuild mod for Morrowind, and those are the first places you visit in Morrowind and ESO. The statue of Saint Alicia is heavily based on the most accepted fan portrayals of Saint Alicia, which also appears in the popular Oblivion mod Knights of the Nine Revelations. Google Saint Alicia fan art, and almost all the art will look exactly like this. This is something ZeniMax does. It's a common practice for them. Fans who want recognition for this aren't self-centered or conspiracy theorists for wanting their contributions to be recognized. ZeniMax is a wealthy corporation, as pointed out by this user, and fans wanting credit is literally the bare minimum of what they deserve. For this case, however, it seems that after I talked to a former game developer, it more than likely would have been a common oversight that often can happen in the game dev industry, where assets or artwork can be sneakily copy-pasted by an individual developer, and a lack of supervision that too can be a normal thing in the environment, combined with a crunch work period that may have contributed to what we as players saw in this most recent debacle. However, in my opinion, this incident should perhaps serve as a segue into more discussions of the ever-changing environments of game development and artistry as a whole, especially in 2023, with so many people talking about AI art and its essential theft of millions of artists, with even Bungie unknowingly showcasing AI art in their Art of the Week showcase without knowing it was AI art. And of course, this could serve as a discussion point for the subsequent effects of what the game development industry is like for those who work in it, or even how processes for supervision and checking assets, if they're legitimate, could be streamlined, especially during a rather turbulent period of time where currently in the game development industry, unions are being called for, massive amounts of layoffs are occurring, and some companies are even seeking to revert back to a pre-COVID working environment unnecessarily. But that is quite a big topic for another time in another video. If you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, definitely do subscribe to the channel to support us. Stay safe, have fun, and see you guys next time.